All right, guys, so this is the tutorial on perpendicular. Ran out of time on the other one, which is good to break up the tutorials. Anyway, let's go to geogebra.org. Org for organization. And run it. I think I had already run it. I'm going to my Chrome app. Oh, geez. All right, here we go. geogebra.org.chrome app. You can write that. Chrome app runs off Chrome, or you can download the program and have it installed. Right to it. You can go on algebra or geometry. Okay, I'm going to right click and put my axis. And I'm also going to bring this a little bit more here. All right. The idea for perpendicular lines is to be able to write an equation. All right. Let's write. Let's find some points. Okay. How about this one right here? And see, there's 2 points right here. The 2 points. Go ahead and write on your notes. The 2 points would be. Let's see. I'm going to use black. The 2 points are 3, 5. That's the x and y. Okay. And the other point I have is 1, 1. All right. So if you connect these guys, they would actually create a line. I created them with this tool right here, line. So as you can see, the y-intercept is -1 and the slope is something here. So let's figure out the slope. Okay, the slope is up 5/2. Look at that slope. There's the slope right there. Now again, I like to, when I'm doing this without graphing it, I like to put the numbers, the points right underneath each other. And then I can do my slope right here. Always start off with the y's because slope is rise over run. So I look at number 5, this is the y. How do I get from 5 to 4? Okay, and you will say, well, you got to go down 4 steps. Okay, and how do I get from 3 to 1? Well, I got to go down 2 steps. So that will simplify to, okay, negative over negative is positive. That simplifies to 2. Okay, or we got 2/1. So if you look at the graph, oops. If you look at the graph, you actually could go up 2/1, and then another 2/1. So it takes 2 steps to get up there. So either way, if your slope is 4/2 or 2, it's the same. However, you always want to use your simplified slope. And next, you want to create the line by using your equation, this equation. All right. And you plug in your numbers. So for this case, let's use this one and not that one, or you can do either one. Okay, we're going to plug in the x here, the 5 here, and the slope here. So our new equation will be y minus 5 equals 2, and then x minus 3. So I'm replacing the 3, the 5, and then the slope. Then you distribute that to 2. You're going to get 2x minus 6. Funky 6. And last step is to add 5 to both sides to get a long line. These cancel out. So you're going to get y is 2x, and -6 plus 1 is -1. And as you can see over here, right here, you get -1 as your y-intercept, like we said right here, okay? And the slope is 2. So this is the equation of that line. Now, we want to explore a line perpendicular to that, okay? Let me delete some of this stuff. Now, I'm going to pick a point, let's say here, and I would like to create a perpendicular line to that. Perpendicular means it will bisect it at a 90-degree angle. So I'm going to click this tool, perpendicular line. I'm going to click here and here. And the computer actually draws it for me, okay? See, that line is perfectly perpendicular. So, but here's how we determine this line, okay? First, let me, I don't know how to make this go away. All right, don't know. All right, so the point that we have, the new point that we're going to use to make this line is, looks like 5,1. And, whoops, it's 5,1 with parentheses. And the slope of the line we're going to borrow, remember the slope was 2? Well, let's explore the slope of this perpendicular line. Okay, so we have this point, and we're going to find another point that matches perfectly. This one matches good right here. Okay. So from C to D, okay, so D is actually 7,0. Okay. Now the slope of the perpendicular line is, how do you get from 1 to 0? Well, you got to go down 1. And how do you get from 5 to 7? You have to go up 2. So here is the slope of the perpendicular line. Now compare this to the slope of the original line of this guy right here. Compare it to that one. And look at it. It's opposite. This one is positive and this one's negative. And you can see this line going up, this one going down. That makes sense because they're perpendicular. One has to be going up and one has to be going down. But the slope, so you can put a 1 underneath the 2. It's 2 under 1, excuse me, 2 over 1. And this guy is 1 over 2. So perpendicular lines are opposite reciprocal. So the slopes are opposite and reciprocal. Okay? So, knowing this idea that the slopes are opposite and reciprocal, two things. One will be positive and the other one will be negative. And the slopes are they're switched. The top number goes on the bottom and the bottom goes on the top. So like this one. Okay. So knowing that, we're going to pick a different point. Okay. And without drawing it, right here, G. Okay. So now we're going to pick a different point. And the directions will be to draw, to write the equation of the line that is going to go through oops. The equation is the line that's going to go through here. Okay, see? Here's a line that goes through G, but it's also perpendicular to this line right here, the one that is here. So this one is not perpendicular, that one's not perpendicular. It looks like something, maybe something like that will be perpendicular. Okay? Something like that, give or take. Now we want to create this line. So we're going to use the point G, which is 6 up 3. So, and the slope of the line that we have, the old one, is 2. So the perpendicular slope, this is the sign for perpendicular, the perpendicular one will be opposite and reciprocal. So this is the one we're going to use. Okay, this one is determined by that one, but we're not going to use this one. We're going to make it opposite and reciprocal. Now you plug it into the equation that we've been using a lot. Okay, and we'll plug in the stuff. So we'll plug in the 3 here, so it'll be y minus 3. And we'll plug in the slope here, so that'd be negative 1/2. And then we plug in this x right here, which will be minus 6. And then we solve it, okay? So we distribute the half. Now look careful here, negative times negative is positive, right here, times that. And half of, what number is it, 6? Half times 6 is 3. Okay, half of 6 is 3. And then you add the 3 to both sides. And here is our equation coming up right for you, right now. Here it is. This equation is perpendicular to this line right here. Oops, it's perpendicular to that line, okay? And is also, right here, it's also, mine's off a little bit because it says 6.2. So let's check with our computer to have it draw the actual perpendicular line. So I'm going to go here and then here, and there it is. Here's our new one right here. This is the one right here. It does indeed hit the y-intercept at 6, just like it says right here. With the negative slope, negative slopes go down, positive slopes go up. All right, that's how you find the equation of a line that goes through a point perpendicular to another. Okay, this is all relationship of one to the other. All right, guys, that's about it. Perhaps in my tutorial later, we're going to discuss the homework in my tutoring club. Okay, bye.